Oh, sorry. Welcome, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm Jordan,
And I'm Josh.
here with Nate, the producer, and this is the Off-Brand Promised Land, episode number 16. Yes, sir. We are 4 away from 20, man. Second milestone.
16. Wow.
That is a nice number.
That is a great
It
number.
has a nice ring to it. Episode number 16.
Yeah.
Got a lot to talk about today, man.
Do we?
Yeah. But how have you been?
Bro, I've been great.
You've been great?
Been great. We just went out to eat.
Mm-hmm. We did.
It was great.
Went to
Downtown Clarkston, Mass.
Beautiful
That is
area.
what the kids say, the vibe.
Is it? I like it a
I
lot.
don't know. It's a cool little area.
Yeah.
We got to be with lovely people.
Very much so. Enjoy hanging out with them.
And by lovely people, I mean Jordan.
And I was with Josh and Nate.
Yeah.
So that just makes it all the better. So you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And there were some other people there too. But
We were very close to each other, I thought.
we were. Yeah.
I thought when you sat on my lap, it was a little weird, but it got
You know,
normal fast.
I think everybody was just kind of socially acceptable now.
Because it's June.
Yeah. I think
you're
July,
right.
it'll be a little weird.
July, you're right.
And May,
Bromance gets elevated to the next tier
it's like an
because
exponential growth.
yeah, just in June.
Yeah, only in June. As soon as July, we're like, oh, whoa, back off, bro. Whoa,
Yeah,
that's a June thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, yeah. But other than that, I'm glad you're doing well, man.
What about you, bro?
Oh, I am doing fantastic, man. Every day's a little bit better than yesterday.
I like that. I like that mentality.
It's a good mentality.
It's a
to
little
have.
bit better.
Yeah, you know what I mean? 'Cause and then also, you can never have like a bad day because if it's better than yesterday, then that means it's a good day, right? Because if yesterday was good, then today is good too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's beautiful.
good mindset I'm trying to have, man. Just been realizing a lot of stuff about myself. This week has been very
Self-discovery.
a lot of and a lot of like realization in a lot of things, and I just have been content. And now like I know what things are, and I just I'm kind of okay with that. Now I just gotta keep moving forward, keep pushing,
Yeah.
and we're gonna make it.
What's been your favorite TV show so far?
Favorite TV show?
It's just a question that
Okay.
came up in my
I got you.
small little brain.
Okay. I'm gonna answer just Nate. Thumbs up.
Oh
Thumbs down.
yeah. We can't forget about you, Nate.
Thumbs up. There we
The
go.
thumbs have been lifted.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Good, Nate. Good.
Favorite TV show?
Yeah.
I gotta say Kenobi, man.
Kenobi right now.
Or I've been rewatching The Blacklist on
The
Netflix.
Blacklist.
It's a pretty good show.
I've never even heard of it.
It's pretty good. It's about like the most wanted man in the world, and he teams up with the FBI and catches other wanted criminals.
Is it? It's a show. Oh yeah.
It's a show.
I asked
Yeah,
what's your
you
favorite
did.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why I don't come up with questions. So. The Blacklist. I think my favorite TV show so far is probably Kenobi.
Yeah.
Kenobi.
Mhm.
Sorry, that's. Sorry, I get carried away. I get carried away, guys. But yeah. I think in general, I kind of want to rewatch Star Wars: The Clone Wars a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been like, I don't know, man. I just remember how good it was,
Reminiscing.
and now it's like, man,
You gotta go
I
back.
gotta go back and watch it.
Definitely.
Especially for all these new Star Wars shows that are gonna be coming up. I'm sure.
Tales of the
There's gonna be
Jedi.
stuff come. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer. Qui-Gon Jinn
Yep.
coming
Dooku.
back.
Everyone, man.
The Count.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
Looks good.
I'm excited for it, man. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm ready.
Yeah, man. I am. A
Dang.
lot of good stuff coming. You good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Nate gave us a little information on Wells Fargo. So if you guys
Yeah.
bank with Wells Fargo,
You son of a gun.
yeah, you're an interesting person. So Nate, I don't know if they'll be able to hear you, but can you explain to us again?
Yeah, so essentially, the executives over at Wells Fargo set quotas for their interview process to say that a certain amount of people of various skin colors and sexes needed to be interviewed for jobs. And so Wells Fargo, in order to meet with the demands, let's say they hired someone already for the job, they would then call in women and people from other ethnicities to come interview for jobs that they wouldn't be offered in order to meet those quotas.
So
Way to go, Wells.
Yeah, I know. Good job, Wells. We need more people like you.
Yes.
So let's say they hired the 3 of us. They would bring in, well, the 2 of you guys. Then they would bring in 10 other people or women, 10 women, and not hire them, even though they've already hired you.
Knowing they're unqualified.
Knowing they're
They're not unqualified. They
Oh.
could be perfectly qualified.
Oh, but
It's just they brought someone in for an interview
for no reason.
for a job that they already gave to someone else
Oh.
in order to meet these quotas. which is
Interesting.
bad. So they're just wasting the time of the people who came in for the interviews.
Hilarious.
That is kind of funny. Like, imagine getting that email that like, yeah, we're not going to give you this job. We're looking at other like candidates. But then like a week later, you see that they're like getting sued by the government.
Yeah.
Like, how do you respond to that? So, and what what is the government going to do? Sue them for like money?
I honestly don't know what the punishment
What do you
I
do?
would assume it's like a civil penalty. So like money. Not like who would they give it to?
Right.
I don't know.
Because if that's the case, I want to say I applied to Wells Fargo.
Because
I want money.
essentially it comes down to you can't discriminate against people in the workplace.
You can't.
That's exactly what they're doing.
You can't. I feel like people do that all the time.
Legally.
There we go. Yeah, Josh, we don't like you over here. You're like a Mexican restaurant. They're like,
Yeah.
Josh,
We don't accept your con here,
right,
sir.
You have to clean the dishes. You're like,
Ah.
but I want to be a sir. No.
You gotta clean the dishes. I'm not even working here. Shut up. Ah,
Dang it.
not again.
Right? Ugh, I did this at my last job. It was a Thai restaurant.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that like this is might sound racist, and I don't want it to sound racist, but like have you noticed like Asians and like Chinese, Japanese, they all like and Josh has left the podcast. So it's just me. Hi. Have you guys noticed, viewers, that the Asian, Japanese, all those type of like communities hate everyone except their own? Have you noticed that? Like
I've
they
never seen that.
I have like so
My
when
Korean friends were never
okay.
really. They didn't have animosity towards people.
I don't know if it's just maybe it's me, but when I worked at the bank, every single time this like I think he was like Thai, I don't know what he was exactly. He would not speak to any of us. He literally would walk in and like throw his deposit at me every single time. But like then he would see another person that like kind of looks like him, and then he would talk in like their native language, and then he would look back at me and like say, and then walk away. And I was
Grunted at you.
he'd be
The
like,
one guy.
no, I see this like all the time. You just see like I go to the mall and they like travel in packs, but they don't talk to anyone. They just talk to each other. And I'm like, maybe I'm just racially ignorant and I don't understand, or maybe they look at me and they get scared. But it's weird. Have you noticed that? No.
Maybe he just
No
doesn't
comment.
speak English.
Josh for once is speechless. I'm shocked.
It's just, I'll just
I like
Just gonna
try
nod my
to
head.
assume the best of
I'm just be here.
Right. No, and I'm not trying to sound racist.
Right.
I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm just weird. But yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Look, it's been a day. Okay, I'm out of it today, guys. You got 50 more minutes of this. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Everyone say whoop whoop. Yeah.
Nate, let's get a whoop.
Amen.
Amen. Alrighty. Question number 1. Are you ready? And we have facts for you guys
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah. What's
Get
the first question?
What is a deal breaker in a relationship other than her not being a believer?
What is a deal breaker?
Oh man, Nate just got all tense. His toes are wiggling. Ugh.
Man, I think jealous.
If she's jealous.
Very like early on.
Mm.
'Cause it's cute at first. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she just wants me, talking
Right.
to me.
Right.
It's like, oh wow, she really likes me. It gets annoying fast.
Like, yeah.
And
that third month, you're like, okay, I can't talk to anyone.
or they'll complain about the simplest things.
Mm.
Yeah. So just very because it tells me like they're very insecure,
Yeah,
and insecurity is so unattractive.
I agree.
Like
I agree.
you can set boundaries
Right.
and it not be out of insecurity, but
Right.
like I've had examples of past women I've dated who like if someone were to joke with me weird, she would be like, you can't talk to this person, they probably like you, they're flirting with you, they're trying to steal you. And I'm like, and it wouldn't be all that,
Right.
but like she'd take it all like that.
Well,
and
of course.
it is so it's yeah, no, so jealousy and insecurity, because it doesn't just go away, and
No.
they put it on you
It almost gets worse.
to cater to their insecurities.
Yeah.
And that's just it's not fun
No,
living
not
in
at all.
that boat.
Not at all.
Yeah, when girls or guys, because guys get insecure too. I've
An
seen
insecure man.
it's so hilarious.
It's funny, but it's also sad.
It's pathetic.
It's quite like embarrassing.
Yeah,
Cause I'm like, bro, like, and I get it. The woman is the prize. That's true. But you're also the man, and like, you have to have some authority and some respect for yourself.
right.
Girls love confidence, and you being insecure, that's like red flag.
It's
number one.
red flag because they'll control you.
Right.
Right,
And a girl that can control you.
and they're willing to manipulate to
Right.
get their way, and
Right.
it's not a fun place to be.
It's not. And I've definitely been there in the past. I feel like everyone has at least once.
My first relationship, I was so controlling. That's why she actually dumped me because I was controlling, and
Yeah.
it set me straight, honestly, because it was like, wow, I don't want to be like that. Like, because
Yeah.
when she said what I like stuff, I realized like, wow, yeah, I wouldn't want that.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't want her to do it if it was on the other shoe. So I
Right.
immediately was like, all right, listen, I'm not gonna be controlling.
Yeah.
And so, and what sucks too is though that people like, I feel like it comes out of a place where they're afraid they're going to be cheated on. Like a lot of
Yes.
insecurities, like,
Yes.
and when you aren't controlling and you're
Mm.
respectful and you give them freedoms, it does open the door for them to cheat easier and do that stuff.
Of
And
course.
but like love is a risk to
It
love.
is.
Like there like you are always taking a chance, you know.
Mhm. And that's why
you're
it's love.
you're giving your heart to this person,
And you don't even expect anything in return.
right? And you don't and it's just you're giving yourself over,
Mm-hmm.
and they can stomp
Abuse
on
that,
it.
yeah,
they
abuse
can
that.
they can end up hurting you in the process.
Mm-hmm.
But it's part of it. It's part of I mean, because when you find the right person and you guys have that, it's not a 50-50, it's 100-100.
There we
So
go.
when you both give, you're
Every-
all into the relationship. It's like it's beautiful and it's amazing, and when you find the right one, it's perfect.
I agree.
But it's very easy to tell someone who gives 100 and someone who doesn't give all.
Yeah.
Because they take advantage of what you give.
I agree.
Anything else though that I missed?
No, insecurity was gonna be my big thing because I shouldn't have to walk on eggshells
Right.
to be like, oh, how is she gonna feel today? Does she feel confident in herself today? Is today
Right.
one of those days where she's like, no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can't be a part of that because I don't want you to always cater to me 24/7,
Mhm.
and like I need you to be able to like be your own person. That's another. If you can't be like, if you're too clingy, that's a deal breaker.
That gets annoying.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Get off.
right, like I like hanging out with my significant other if that's the case. Like, if I had a girlfriend and I'm hanging out with her, that's fine. Like, but then if you're like too much, I'm like, all right,
Public stuff like
yeah,
PDA,
no, that I hate that. Can't
Yeah.
stand it. I think that is
where
disgusting.
like they're all over each other in the park. And
I'm like, come on, man. Like, go home. Go to your car. Go anywhere. I don't care. Don't be outside your car and doing whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's too much.
you're like you're like at a bowling alley with a group of
Yeah,
people,
and
and they're like, oh my god, babe.
Right. I'm like, all right. You're just trying to
Every
make
single viewer knows exactly what we're talking
right.
about. too.
And
we
if
all
you're
know,
one of those people,
yeah.
unsubscribe.
No, actually, let's not
Actually,
do that.
yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Listen,
just
we're already we already have little to none as it is. We're gonna get we welcome you here. We're
We
gonna
do.
offer you an
We're gonna pray for
opportunity
you.
to change.
Yeah.
Because
Um,
nobody enjoys it. Nobody enjoys it.
I'm sorry. I don't want you to unsubscribe.
Yeah.
We actually need you to
We
stay.
welcome you.
We do.
We make space
And
we
we make room. We have
for you.
let you come in. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can come up taking you can come and take up residence.
Because we cleared out the clutter
Exactly for you. Because
for the
you're the only
ones
ones
that matter. And yeah, this is true. This is
Because we make space.
Amen, man. We that was. It's almost like we can make that into a song or something. I don't know.
I know.
There's something about that.
I'm just feeling. Hold on. Come. Shout out to Shelby. Oh man. Question number 2. Ooh. Okay. What is the last thing that gave you childlike joy? Wow. That's a good one.
Honestly, when so last Sunday, so last week, I had this is actually I was at I think I've told you guys this personally, but I haven't told the podcast. There was we were going to a young adult group. I was going to a young adult group that I help run, and on the way there, I had gotten this word from the Lord. It was that He wanted to pray for someone's mom, because he was wanting to heal, and it was like a really strong impression. Like, wow, like okay, like it was very clear. I knew, yes, this is the Lord. And so as I showed up, I'm like talking to people. He didn't give me anything else. All it was, I want you to pray for someone's mom. Great, like who? I don't know what. And so I'm kind of like, all right, Lord, just show me. Just I'm trusting you. I'm gonna do it. Just guide me. Just guide me. I'm definitely willing. We get in. We start worship. Same thing. I get the same word. I want to pray for someone's mom. It was like a hard impression. It was like the Holy Spirit was very sent or like
Evident.
Yeah, on doing it, and so I'm like, okay, Lord, just give me an opportunity. I'll do it. And then after the message, she says, Pastor Shelley, she was like, hey, I want to have a moment. We're just gonna have a moment one-on-one with God, all in this room, and I got the same word for the third time. I'm like, okay, you really want? Okay, you're not telling me anything more, so I'm just gonna go and ask somebody. I turned to the person to the right of me. I was talking to him earlier before service had started, and I was like, maybe it's him. You know, I got to know him a little bit better. His name was Kyle. I said, so I go up to Kyle and say, Kyle, hey, how's you and your mom? How's your mom doing? He's like, man, my mom's doing great.
No.
I go, God bless. I got. So I go back to my seat, and I was proud though. I'm like, okay, like the Lord is calling me to step out. You know, I'm stepping out in faith. I was happy. And then she goes, all right, we're gonna get in groups. Like just one-on-one and we're gonna pray. I want you guys to pray for each other. And so I turned to Kyle, but he already had someone sitting next to him. Yeah. So I was like, all right, they're gonna group up. And I turned around. There's a guy right behind me in the row behind me, obviously. And I go up to him. I'm like, hey, you want to group up? He's like, yeah, sure. And I ask him. I go, hey, I've been getting this word, pretty much, but all this whole time from when I left to come here, that the Lord wants to pray for someone's mom. I don't know what's going on. Like, how's your mom doing? And he sat and he like stopped. He's like, actually, yeah, my mom is not doing well right now. And part of me was like, oh no, but that also like, yes, because like I found him. I found him, and I got like really giddy, and I got to pray for him, and it was the same thing. You remember with like when I said I prayed for BJ and I got like a peace? Yeah. It was the same feeling. I got his peace after I prayed. And I could tell, and the Holy Spirit was just speaking through me because I was praying for things. He wasn't specific with me. Right. So I just let the Holy Spirit just guide my prayer. Yeah. And after that, I remember leaving the group to we were headed to Nate's house actually. And I had to call my mom because I was like, yo, Mom, you won't believe what just happened. Because it's just cool. It's cool that, especially lately, it's been happening a lot more. Yeah. Where the Lord's speaking to me and he's wanting me to step out and move and pray for the sick, because the Bible says these signs will follow those who believe. And so just really understanding that and trying to walk in that, it's got me like giddy like a child, like the question says. Like I've just been. It's just when you get to see healing and you get to see like. And the Lord speaks through you, and you ask somebody like, oh my gosh, wow, I'm stepping out and God's actually showing up. It's really exciting to be a part of that. And that's the kind of stuff that just gets me excited, like a little
No, that's
kid.
awesome, man. When you told me that, before we talked like on the podcast, I was just like, man, like that's because when you called us and you were just talking to us before you were coming out
Yeah.
to Nate's, and I was like, man, that's again just like confirmation that God's moving and
Yeah.
that you had faith and that He's rewarding your faith and He rewards those who earnestly seek Him. Literally one of the verses
Right.
that we had. Shout out to the internship, but and that's just kind of that like helps me too because sometimes I'm like, man, like I'm wanting God to move, I want more faith in my life, but I can see sometimes where I'm like, I'm not stepping out where God needs me to be.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, okay, God, like I'm ready for you to move, or I'm waiting for not a blessing. I'm just waiting for just like a word or a call or anything like that.
Right.
But I'm not being faithful in every aspect of my life that I need to be. Like He wants me to be here and I'm being here, being a little lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I got to be more accountable, step up and be more faithful when I'm supposed to be, and everything else will be fine. Everything else will be okay.
Yeah. And now that we're talking about this, I just remembered yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I was at the church. I was just hooping by myself.
Yeah.
And Corey called me, and we were like we ended up talking for 3 hours.
Because I called you back and you weren't.
I was still on the phone with him.
Yeah.
He started asking me all kinds of questions because he's kind of new to being a believer, and so he's soaking in, and just seeing where he came from, like even his language has changed, and he was never a bad kid to any degree. He was very smart, very a very good kid,
right?
Like, very to the high standard good kid, but he's been just growing and growing. I've just gotten to see the growth in him.
It's awesome.
It's cool how the Lord has been, what He's been teaching me.
Yeah.
As throughout this past season, it feels like of just
Growth.
denying yourself, picking up the cross and following Him. Truly, what that looks like, what walking in love looks like, what manifesting Christ actually looks like, and just the revelation He's been putting on my heart. What's been cool is I've had many moments where I've gotten to share and witness to people who have had these struggles and had these questions that the Lord's been giving me answers to, that He's been revealing to me. Andre, I talked to him for 2 hours after one of our hangouts, and I could tell the Lord was just revealing stuff to him. And it was stuff he knew.
Right.
It was stuff like, it wasn't like I was teaching him. It wasn't like I was like teaching him new stuff, but like I've had the privilege, since the Lord has revealed some of this stuff so simplistic to me, like I've been able to just convey it because this is how when it's revealed, it's like, bro, you just know. And so I was able to really just explain it to him, and I just began to see like like this weight lift off of him. And so I got to do the same thing yesterday with Corey, where I was just planning on hooping because I'm trying to get back into.
You've been out for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I've been out for 2 weeks, and I haven't shot a basketball in a while, and so
you're still trash. It's whatever.
Well, I was making everything.
Yeah,
I was killing it. Y'all should have saw me. I was taking the stupidest, like the craziest shots, and just getting nothing but net.
He's trash.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Don't let him fool you. Yeah, literally the bottom.
No,
on the outside.
It's going through the net.
Yeah, on the outside. Yep.
That's what the net made.
Yeah.
Green beans. My shot, green.
Yeah.
Money.
We'll find out on
cash.
We'll find out on Thursday.
We will.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
I could have hooped with you yesterday, but you decided to no-show me.
Hey, man. Hey, I had some.
Because your uncle that you haven't seen in 3 years was more important.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a minute, man. He's going
to be here tomorrow, right?
He should be there tomorrow, yes, because I think
You could have saw him then. No.
I mean, yeah, I could have saw him then. But, yeah, had to see him.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
Yeah.
He's a softball player, so I had to get some wisdom.
Yeah.
Really good infielder, too.
Is he?
Yeah. Like
second base. We're missing our second baseman, though, today or tomorrow.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Storm. Yeah, he's not going to be there.
So.
No, we still have 10 guys, though.
Yeah, I know. So
which is crazy. So now
he
everyone
might be moving me to second base.
You think?
Me or
Is
Corey.
that what he said?
That's what Coach told me.
Yeah. I think he's probably gonna put. He might put Corey. It might put you. Maybe.
I'm the only natural infielder.
Right.
Out there. So.
Right.
But so I might do it.
He'll probably shift Ruben. No, probably put Corey over there where you're at, and shift.
Maybe.
And might just shift us all over.
I don't know.
We'll
see.
I'm not playing right field, bro. No action out there, man.
Yeah.
And the one action I get, I like overran it because I'm too fast, and I said, oh well. I couldn't slow down. I was like,
You
it
turn on the
sucked.
jets a
I did.
little too much.
Right, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna overrun this, and I said, no. So yeah, but 7:30 tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. We gotta get a dub. We gotta get a dub.
I've liked this podcast, man. This
It's
is
been a
real
good one.
talk.
Real
Real
talk.
talk. Listen, I mean, honestly, our conversations are to each other are pretty much like this.
Honestly, you really get what we talk about on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So
Like we'll make like jokes
yes,
and stuff, but like when it comes down true, like this is our real talk.
yeah. Like when let's say we hang out for like hours at a time, it always comes back to like our revelation of what God has like shown us in the
Yeah.
past 6 months, and like what we want to do with that now that it's revealed to us.
Yeah.
Or what we've been studying in the Word, or how we can grow, or like keeping each other, like asking questions, listening to like YouTube or podcasts or anything that it may be.
Yeah.
But just been growing, man.
Yeah.
Growth.
Yeah, we hold each other accountable too, and I've noticed like, which is something I can't say for that I've really had.
No, me
So,
either.
like a someone who's on my level of like of what just of direction and desire of where we want to be, in Christ in this walk,
Yeah.
and who's also willing to just like actually pursue it
Mhm.
as well. I've
Yeah.
because I've had like brothers in Christ. I was in a men's group, that we were just studying the Word. We'd go through just a chapter and we'd read it and we'd talk about it. We break it down. It was great.
Mhm.
But personally, I never had someone to like walk this out with.
Right.
And maybe it was partially to do with like distance
Yeah.
and whatnot. But
Mhm.
yeah. So just being able to have like real conversations, real talk. That could be the title of this podcast.
Real talk.
Real talk.
There we go. I like that title.
Just yeah, man. It's so these kind of conversations that you hear when we talk about
Mhm.
God, like this is what we naturally talk about.
Right. And I think that's how that shows like it's really in our hearts.
Yeah.
To me, my dad used to always tell me that like, man, anything we talk about, it would always come back to, and when I was a kid, I used to hate it.
Yeah.
We were talking about basketball, and he'd be like, man, but like, that's just God-given talent. And then he would just start preaching, and I'm like,
Dad.
right. I'm like,
Shut up.
Right.
Talk about Kobe.
Yeah, we're talking about like LeBron James, and he just turns it back into. And now I'm like the same way. We'll be talking about basketball or anything, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden we get like watching Dan Moeller for 2 hours, and we're like, how did we
Wait
get,
a minute. How did this happen?
We went and like sat outside Corey, our friend's house. Literally sat out there for an hour and a half and listened to Dan Moeller after we played basketball for hours.
Yeah, and it was already late.
Yeah, it was already like 1 a.m. And so this is just what we do. So this is who we are, and we're okay
Yeah.
with that. Represent
Yeah.
ambassadors,
And we've gotten the privilege of seeing a lot of cool stuff happen.
We have,
too.
we
And,
have.
and so I'm expecting more, man. We're gonna walk in faith. We're just gonna live this thing out, live this
live
life.
it out.
And the Lord's put on my heart to go to like my downtown area and
Yeah.
start praying for people. It's terrifying, honestly.
Yeah.
But I keep kind of pushing it off. But like
Mhm.
I
we gotta
feel
we gotta
it.
do that, man.
I feel it, bro. And so I got to go down there at
Yeah.
some point and just
I'll go with you.
start laying hands on the sick,
You can hand
start laying
Bibles out.
hands on people, and just giving them the truth. Because I know God will show up.
He
Because when you step out, He shows up, and you'd be
he
surprised.
meets you.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
it's like the number one reason I realize that Christians don't step out is because they're afraid God's not going to answer the prayer,
Mm-hmm.
and so their fear of it not being answered, they get exactly what they're afraid of. Nothing happening.
Nothing. And then
Because-
you wonder why.
because
and
they're
you try
not
to
stepping out.
you try to blame God saying he didn't reach
Yeah.
you, but you have to. God's almost saying like, no, you didn't step out in that faith that you were supposed to.
Yeah. And I was having this conversation with Corey because and he'll be okay. That's nothing like personal, but it was like we were talking about faith, and he was like, yeah, I was just in my prayer with God. I even prayed for him. He's like, I prayed for my vision to restore, but like I don't like. He's like, I wasn't like expecting that. And I said, well, listen.
Mm.
I believe that God would love to heal your vision. I
Right.
think He's willing. I think He's able. Now I said, what would your reaction be if you prayed for your vision to be restored? And he did it. He's like, I couldn't believe it. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy.
Mhm.
And I'd be like, now, to believe is to be fully convinced, right?
Yep, 100%.
To be fully convinced. So if you're the believer
Mm-hmm.
and you're having faith that your vision would be healed, you'd be fully convinced it's going to happen. There's not a part of you that's going to be like, yeah, you'd be excited, but often what I've noticed is like we'll be surprised that it happens, and we're the one praying that it will.
Mm-hmm.
We're the one expecting
Right.
that it'll happen. And
Mhm.
so often I think we pray without having faith, and we think the prayer is the faith.
Yeah.
Um,
no.
But
Faith
we
is
but
faith.
we need to have faith in us that he's going to do it and he's
Right.
going to operate, and that's where God comes in.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Amen. Just gave y'all a good word. A good word.
Yeah, man.
Good.
We getting preachy out
Getting
here.
feeling like a pastor.
This is getting close to turning into a
I
sermon.
might have to take someone's job. I'm just kidding.
I'm not. I'm coming.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Changing the topic completely.
Completely.
Okay. Would you rather find true love today or win the
Yes.
lottery next year?
Oh.
Now, I'm gonna look up the lottery for you right now, so we know.
Wow.
What are the lottery numbers?
That's actually a really good question. Oh, guys, comment below. I'm curious to what
That
you
is
guys
a
would have to
very
say.
interesting question.
Now, well, okay, if you're not married and you don't have true love right now,
Right.
obviously, let's say, okay, you're all 20 years old.
$247 million is the next Mega Millions. Just so you know. And it's so let's say tomorrow at 11 p.m. you either find true love or you win $247 million. Now, that's
Next year, and it might grow next year.
right. That's just if no one won it today. Let's just say it was next year, right? So you could either win the lottery or find that sweet girl. Get married, have yourself some children.
It didn't say I'll never find mine, right?
Hey, I'm right
So,
with you, boss.
because let's. Here's the, okay, like, I'm not valuing money over
Absolutely
my wife
not.
at all.
Future
But,
wife, if you're listening to this, I want you to know that this is nothing personal, and you would probably pick the same thing.
Especially how old we are.
Right.
Because, okay, I'm not like 25, you know.
No.
I'm not like in an age where I'm like searching for like, I'm not at that age where like I'm looking real hard. Like I need a wife soon. I gotta find this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that there's that worry and that panic that gets out there. I'm content with where I'm at right now.
Same.
But
$247 million.
now, okay, you said the love of my life. Like I said, I'm ready today. You know what I mean? If
No,
that
me
girl
too.
comes in, I'm ready. Right?
Yeah. Right. Absolutely.
However,
But I'm also ready for that wire
I'm
transfer
also
into that
20
bank.
years old.
Yeah.
And you say a year from now, is, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
200 some million dollars airdropped into my bank account,
Right.
without me doing
Anything.
nothing.
You just exist.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about money at all, and that's the other thing. Like, I just know I needed to survive.
Right.
Like I needed to pay for things.
You'll
food.
definitely survive.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And now
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
put it
think
like-
I'm gonna put it in a more biblical stance. Look at 10% of that. It's going to the church, so that
24.
the Lord will be benefiting from that too.
$24.7 million.
$24.7 million
Is going.
will be going to this church.
Did I do that right?
I don't know.
I did. Okay. At first I was like scared I didn't do that right, but I did.
Yeah, maybe decimal over.
$24.7 million is going. Let's just say LifePoint. $24.7 million.
I might
Pastor
split
Rick
that
is
up.
going out in like private jets.
Right. No, I might split that up too. Like,
Yeah.
give it to some ministries I also
Right.
love.
It's like greatly.
Yeah, I could give it to Great Lakes. I could give it to I
Miller.
listen to evangelists. Yeah, that I support their ministries. I'd love
Yeah.
to bless them because I've been blessed, just by all
Listening
kinds
to
of leaders.
Definitely.
So yeah, no, like, honey, we'll meet one day,
Yeah.
right?
You know what I mean?
Sweetheart. But listen,
Right. That's like, so today, right now, if I met her, or next, because again, if I didn't meet her today, I'm going to meet
wow.
her eventually, right?
No, yeah, and that's the thing. It's
But,
like,
and do you think she wants to meet, you think she would rather meet me now or a year from now with $247 million? I know what I would choose.
now if the question was phrased, would you rather meet your wife tomorrow or win the lottery but never? That's different.
Well, no, then I'm picking the love of my life, my wife.
But since it's not even saying that,
right.
it's like you can
have both.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like I can have both, the
Mhm.
best of both worlds.
It's the best of both worlds. We were in singing everything.
That's it. That's the thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail. Oh man.
That or when we're holding the mics to Nate.
Yeah. Which is now he's gone. He disappeared. Some producer.
Right?
Imagine a producer that just like gets to sit back and do nothing in a recliner.
Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, mate. All right. So sorry, wife, but I'm choosing the money.
Yeah. Money over happiness.
I can take you on a shopping trip when we get married, and we can
Precisely.
we can go anywhere we want,
And honestly, I'll
and she
pretend like
won't have to work.
I'm gonna pretend like too.
Oh,
if I won that money, I would pretend like
Telling nobody.
I never even won it.
Mm-hmm.
And until she married me, I'd be like, hey, sweetheart, by the way,
Mm-hmm. Now
you never have to worry about money again.
now, because that money like that changes people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think people would sign in normal relationships? Would they sign a prenup for that money? Like, let's say you win the money.
That's why I wouldn't tell my wife about the money before
Until
I married
after,
her.
yeah. So you just
Because-
always be able to pay for things, and she'd be like, "Wow, I never have to buy anything."
Yeah, because I mean, most of the time too, if you have a job, if you
Yeah.
have a good job, you can naturally pay for things. It's not like
Absolutely.
much of a worry.
No, not at all.
And so if you just, hey, I got you. Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Mm.
You don't explain why. You don't have
Yeah.
to. I mean, she asks you
Yeah.
what job you have. You just explain where
I work
you're
in a
at.
construction.
Yeah, like
Work with my dad.
and like, oh, okay. They don't really care. They don't really think
Yeah.
about it. I mean, I don't
I
really
agree.
think about what people make.
No, me neither.
And then when we get to that point, like, yeah, we're gonna like if we're getting to that point and we're about to be married, and she's marrying me before
Before the
knowing,
money.
like, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
true.
worried about her divorcing me
That's true.
and taking most of it. Like,
yeah.
and either way, if she does,
I still
it was
have.
never mine to be. I got it freely given.
This is also true.
So
this is true.
and so that's what. Now, if it was money like I earn,
Yeah.
that's a little different.
Yeah.
You know, like nah.
I don't think I'm signing
no,
a prenup. But also, if she tries to leave and then she takes half of it, I'm almost gonna be like you said, it wasn't mine to begin with, and 247 divided by 2, I'm not gonna do that math. That's
Yeah.
still a lot of money.
And it's like okay, we're Christians.
Right.
Divorce is not.
It's
really
not an option.
It's not an option.
No, we're gonna work this out.
So yeah,
So-
there's nothing worth being divorced over unless
Mm-mm.
it falls in the exceptions that
Right. The
that
certain
God has-
exception. Yeah.
But
we've talked about.
but
Yes.
then it's like, I think it's God's desire that we do work things out.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's certain things that
Yeah. Some of them are just. Those are the exceptions.
yeah, we won't get into that.
Yeah. No. Moving on. Okay. Weird question. This came from a viewer.
Okay.
How do you eat a muffin?
That is a weird question. How do I
Yeah.
eat a muffin? I like a
Yes.
cupcake.
Do you eat cupcakes with frosting? I take the frosting off cupcakes. I don't like frosting.
I'm not a huge fan. I
No.
do eat it with it, but
Mm.
like, it's not that great.
No,
It's more. It makes it look better.
right. It's just like antics or optics.
Yeah.
It looks nice, but I just kind of take a little knife or like even just the wrapper and I.
Yeah.
Shing.
I just eat it
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah. You just kind of bite. Do you bite like? Never mind. Like okay, so this is the muffin. Do you bite it like head on or do you like bite the top of it?
Head on.
Yeah, me too.
Head
me
on.
too.
Yeah.
I think people who eat like cupcakes like this are psychopaths.
They do.
I'm
I've
assuming
never
so.
witnessed a single person do that.
Well, I mean the fact
I
that
eat it from the side,
yeah, that's me
like
too.
a normal person.
But I
don't
mean,
know.
you're also you eat the whole apple, so
I leave the stem.
yeah, but that's it. You know what I mean?
I'll
Or
spit
like
out the seeds most
some
of the time.
people eat bananas upside down. Isn't that weird? Who eats a banana sideways?
Sideways.
You eat bananas sideways?
like a. Like what? Sideways.
Playing it like a harmonica?
Yeah. Yeah. You eat it like a harmonica.
Right.
That's a cool instrument.
Is it okay? Do you think you pull girls with that instrument? Like, let's say you go meet your wife, and your pickup bad to the bone. And
we
like,
should use a harmonica during worship.
we should. Oh, we could have done that today
Someone.
with the
Who can play
gospels.
the harmonica?
Right. If you can play the harmonica, leave it in the comments.
Give us your application.
But what is that? Okay, we've already asked this question. But what are instruments that like people don't care that you can play?
Anything that's not guitar, drums, No, not even the drums. Guitar. I guess drums.
Anything that's on like a worship stage
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
So like, but I'll give an exception for like the trumpet.
Keys. I forgot about keys.
Yeah.
If you can play the piano, you're a legend.
Yeah.
But like musical, like classic musical instruments, like band instruments.
Mm-hmm. No. So like, if you say you play the flute,
Cool.
I play the clarinet.
Like to me,
Right.
I play the recorder.
Mm.
Cool, I guess.
Right. I play the triangle. Get out. Right. Get out. Is that even? I mean, there's
Yeah.
professional triangle players, but does it make different sounds?
Must. They probably have all different types of triangles
Maybe.
in their face. Ding 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 ding.
It's like a pinball machine.
Yeah.
Imagine getting.
I play the pinball machine.
That's a crazy instrument.
Is a voice considered an instrument?
I don't think so. Is it?
I don't know.
It's a.
You're a musical guy. I'm not. That's what
I
I'm
don't
asking you.
consider it. I just consider you can sing, because some people can sing and can't play, but some people can play and can't sing.
What's more impressive?
Playing to me? Because you
You have to learn it.
have to learn. Well, you can learn how to sing. Well, you can be taught. You can have a music teacher.
Right.
But you can do so much more if you can play an instrument. Like if you can play jazz, you can play at
Yeah.
a wedding, or if you can play this, you can play at a fancy restaurant. You can do so much. They don't want you singing at a fancy restaurant. They don't want that. Like gauchos. Imagine if
Yeah.
you went to, or like a Brazilian steakhouse and you just heard someone singing. Like, I don't want that.
What would they even sound like if they sang at a They have some like Brazilian dude.
With like dreads, like singing.
Oh yeah. he's like. Is it like tribal music? Chewbacca?
Oh man. And you thought what I said earlier was no
Yeah.
comment. Look at you go.
Well.
Well, he's back, guys. Welcome back. Tried to leave me hanging.
Well, when you start off a conference or sentence saying, I don't want to be racist.
That wasn't racist. What you just did?
It's not racist.
Okay, then mine wasn't racist.
You're right.
Oh man, moving on. I think our producer is asleep. Oh, he's awake. Okay.
Rise, my apprentice.
Okay. How would you describe the internet to a caveman?
Sorry, I was told not to bang though. How would I explain the internet? I throw a rock at them.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
can't. You can't explain the internet to a
They
caveman.
can't
They
even
don't
speak English.
I was about to say they don't speak English.
Yeah,
Like
they're just
fire
blunt.
was amazing to them.
Yeah.
So imagine just doing like. They would be like,
What? Yeah. Imagine a cave woman.
That's one strong woman.
Like that's terrifying. She probably has like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine her like getting upset at you for like trying to explain the internet to her.
Men probably used to beat them. Put them women in their place, I guess.
A cave woman? They're probably fighting them back.
Yeah, but it's a caveman. Let's be honest.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they even exist? Do you think?
Cave women?
No, caveman. Like, do you think that
I
was
don't
a
think
thing?
so. I don't.
Because like,
For the creation theory, no, I don't
yeah,
think so.
no. Yeah.
Because if Adam was the first human, he was speaking sentences to
And
God.
he was as perfect as they get.
Right. So, and he still messed up.
Yeah. In fact, we've probably gotten worse. You think about it.
Definitely. Just
Yeah.
with what we eat, how lazy we are. Humans are lazy now.
I mean, Adam lived like a long time too.
Long time.
A lot of those people. I mean, all those people did.
Yeah. And then I think after Noah is when he limited it to 120,
Yeah.
120 years.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
In that range. And now
Roughly.
people barely hit 100.
Yeah.
This world is.
Sucks to suck, I guess.
I know, right?
Well, yeah, we get new bodies in heaven, so
I can't wait.
and I'll never die.
Never die ever.
Yeah.
And
I already
my
did die.
wife will be there. Like, it'll be great. Get a little house, little shack in heaven.
Bro, heaven's gonna be lit.
It really is. All the
It's
cool
gonna be
people will
party.
be there. Think about it. There'll be no bad people up there.
I want to know what like someone like the disciples look like. I want to know.
Yeah.
What does Adam and Eve look like?
Yeah,
Are they like the pinnacle human being?
Right.
Like, are they just stunning?
like
you know what I mean?
flawless. Yeah.
Because like you think about the perfect person, the perfect man.
Mm.
What ethnicity are
You
they?
think he would have been the sexiest man alive?
Gotta be. But what he's every ethnicity probably. Like, cause like ethnicity. At least what would he look like? I don't even know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Cause like I feel like ethnicity really came from just region and where you live over time. It affected
Definitely.
you.
Yeah.
Cause like I guess if you're in hotter areas, your skin's just gonna naturally get darker.
Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
But then I wonder why our kids look. Well, I guess they just look like their daddies
Mm.
and their mommies
Yeah.
look like
Yeah.
daddy.
Now.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Sometimes you see babies, like, let's say I marry a black woman
Yeah.
and the baby comes out looking pale.
Well, what did the mailman look like?
Well, that is often, that can be the case. But also, I think it just takes over time. Like, then your
Yeah.
pigment will just, because like I said, man, Lauren came home. I was like, no.
That doesn't look right.
Nope, not at all. And even like we would take pictures, family pictures, and it would be black, light skin, and like pale light skin. I'm like, whose daughter is this? Who did we kidnap? Because she doesn't look like us.
Yeah.
So I remember there was a guy in a store. I think he was Chinese, and I think Lauren was with my mom. She was like a young girl, and he said she looks Chinese. I think because she was like so pale and like her eyes were really slanted as a kid, and my mom just looked like, how do you respond to that? You know what I mean? It's weird.
She
Weird.
looks Chinese.
Right. I was like,
Thanks.
right.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, really? I don't think so. But whatever. Anyway.
Anyways.
Anyway. Okay. Does Mike Wazowski wink or blink? Shout out to Bobby for this.
This is Bob. Yeah. Both.
I think he just blinks.
He's got. Yeah. It's just blinks.
Because to me, winking is with one eye if you have two eyes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
so
he blinks.
you have to just
he is
blink.
physically incapable of
winking.
winking.
Yeah.
Um.
Which must suck. Like, how do you
Yeah.
have you ever winked at a girl? Like to
not
hit on her?
seriously.
No.
Never seriously.
I haven't. I don't think I can wink. Like,
Really, I can.
I mean, I can. It doesn't look like some guys do it, and I'm like in the movies.
Yeah. Some
I'll
people
see,
have to like
yeah,
do it with their whole face, but like.
yeah. No, I can just wink, but it feels like I can't do it with both eyes.
I can lift my right eyebrow
Can you?
like The Rock.
Oh yeah.
Then we're already in sync.
Right. That's how you know we hang out too much.
It's way too much.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not either.
Yeah, you guys are stuck
we
with
get
us.
real close too.
Real personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Nate, producer buddy, can you tell us the time? Sorry. I just want to make sure we.
We don't want to go too overboard.
Right.
48.
Oh,
Okay,
dang. Okay.
okay.
Last question. Last question.
Let's get to our facts. We'll close with the facts.
Oh, we got to do the facts.
We're gonna do the facts. So today,
One at a time.
Today, and we're gonna trade off. So today, our facts are about Disney princesses. Bum bum bum. All right.
Excellent.
With Bane.
My name is Bane. No, that's not Bane. Is it?
Yeah. Aw, you think.
You think darkness is your ally? I was born in it.
Molded by it.
Or I can do Dr. Fauci.
Either one.
Doctor, I can do them. I can do them all. Dr. Fauci is a Disney princess.
He looks like one.
He smells like one.
He looks like a villain. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what type of villain he would be, but he looks like a villain.
You saying I look like a villain?
Yes. I would be like, Dr. Fauci, you look like you're trying to
Listen.
take over the world.
As long as you're wearing your mask, we have no issue.
Right. And you're trying to tell me what to do. Don't like
Put a
it.
plastic bag over your head, tie it around like a noose, and we'll call it a day.
Ka-chow. What?
Ciao.
Just going to do a whole bunch of impersonations. For the
Owen Wilson.
fact number one.
Fact number one.
Anna from Frozen.
All right, you know what? Jordan, give us fact
All right.
numero uno.
Fact number one. Anna from Frozen is the first Disney princess to have a duet with the villain.
Wow.
Think about that. Think about that.
Wow.
So she was like, I don't even remember the song, but yeah, they're kind of weird to read. But go ahead. Fact number 2, buddy.
Why'd you give me this one?
I
Who the heck is Yen Sid? Maybe I'm ignorant. I'm not. My knowledge in Disney princesses must not be. What the heck?
I read it.
The
Out.
sorcerer? Yen Sid the sorcerer.
That is a pretty cool name, though. Like, think about Doctor Strange, like Master Yinsid.
She's just
Disney spelled backwards.
she's just Disney spelled backward. Is she Asian?
You're asking the right. What? I don't even know that movie. Fantasia.
Fantasia.
I've never. Have you heard of that movie?
I mean, Asia's in the name. I guess she is Asian. Well, Fantasia, Asia.
I don't-
Asian.
Is that how that works?
I'm sure. Yin Sid sounds like it would be an Asian name. No.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, her name, as apparently the sorcerer Disney princess lady. She her name is actually just Disney spelled backwards.
Which I guess he ran out of ideas. He was like, Yinsid.
I just flip this word around and break it up in half.
Right.
Disney princess.
Right. There we go. Like nor.
Yin Sid. I've never heard. Comment below if you know what that is. I don't.
Yin
Sid.
The sorcerer in
And
Fantasia.
I'm probably not even pronouncing it right.
I probably not either. All right.
Fantasia.
That's a weird one. I've never seen that movie.
Never even heard of it.
No, me either. It probably sucks. If I've
Probably
never
it
heard
must.
Yeah.
Nobody
'cause
cares
I
about
only
it.
watch good Disney movies.
Yeah.
In
Like Star Wars.
exactly.
Bless
7,
you.
8, and 9 are my favorite ones. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If you like those movies,
We're praying for you.
yeah, you actually might go to hell.
Might.
In The Lion King,
I'm pretty sure that was one of the unforgivable sins right there.
that was. I think so. There was actually 10 commandments. There's 11.
There's actually
It
11.
Said thou shalt not watch 7, 8, and 9 in the Star Wars trilogy
Yeah.
sequels.
But, they
Some
must have missed that commandment when they
Yeah.
made those movies.
Yeah, and I watched them and
So
regretted it.
it's okay. We
Blow that piece of junk out of the sky. I'm like, shut up. You're not even that good of a hero. Your name is Ben.
Solo.
This is a terrible name.
Yeah.
Ben.
Ben.
It's not a terrible name, but like for a villain, and like his original name is Ben. Darth Ben. That sucks.
Well, that's why they changed. Well, he's Kylo Ren.
Right, I know, but Ben. Ben.
That's not it.
No, it's not it. Anyway, if you're named Ben, we love you. Just we're trashing Star Wars. In The Lion King, "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" was originally supposed to be performed by Timon and Pumbaa, but wasn't it performed by Timon and Pumbaa?
I don't even remember The Lion King, if I'm being honest with you.
It sounded like some random person saying it.
Maybe in the background, maybe. So maybe they started it, and then I think someone else sang it all the way through. Maybe
It's just random facts.
there's random facts.
Disney facts.
Yeah,
I
I guess they're not really.
Disney princess.
I was supposed to be princesses, but these are the facts that they gave me. So I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, this is
okay?
just Disney facts.
I'm
it looks
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
like. By the way, guys, fact number 5:
Mm-hmm.
the Beatles almost had roles in a Disney movie.
Which one?
Did they say which one?
They were meant to be the voices of the vultures in the Jungle Book.
Ooby doo. I wanna be like you. Shooby-doo. I wanna walk like you, bop, talk like you. That was one of my favorite Disney movies as a kid, just because.
Actually, I watched that movie on the first date I ever went on.
really,
Yeah.
like the new
Movies are a
live-action
terrible
one?
date. I didn't know that at the time, so
Yeah, that's
my first
is a
date.
terrible date to go on.
yeah.
Even though I've definitely done.
No,
that.
technically we went to the mall and then we saw a movie while we were there at the
Okay.
mall.
For a first date, it's a pretty bad date.
It was terrible, but
Right.
like I was
After you-
14, couldn't drive.
Right,
so I
well,
didn't know.
yeah.
I was like,
That's the only
the only
date.
date I knew of was like, oh, you go to the movie. I don't freaking
Right,
know.
exactly. Because you can't go to dinner because literally she's dropping you off at. Yeah, your mom's
Yeah.
dropping. Yeah.
She was only able to be there for like an hour or two,
Oh man.
so we didn't even get to finish the movie. We had to
Man.
leave early.
Wow. Imagine being a child.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was the same way.
Yeah.
Fact number 6, guys. I think this is technically 1, 2, 3, 4. It's technically fact number 5, but the numbers are also off.
How did you get them? You had one job.
It's been a day, guys. I'm trying to tell you. It's been a day. Boo from Monsters Inc. Her real name in the movie is Mary Gibbs. I did not know that.
Where did they get Boo from?
Right.
She signed her drawings on the papers when she showed Sully.
Oh, it says Mary Gibbs.
Mhm.
Oh, I never paid attention to that. Wow. Well,
Shout out.
I guess shout out Mary Gibbs. If there's a Mary Gibbs out there, shout out to you. You're famous.
The character Eve. This is fact number 6.
Right.
The character Eve, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
from Wall-E,
Oh, okay.
was designed in part by the same man who designed the iPod and the iPhone.
Like,
Satan.
So I guess the design was designed by the same people that designed
like
the
in
look.
the movie or the look, just the look of her.
the look.
Okay, interesting. Eve was
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Eve was dope. Wall-E used to kind of like creep me out a little bit
Yeah,
when I was a kid.
because everybody was fat.
Everyone was fat. It was
It
kind of
scared
weird
me.
to look at.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I was like, why?
And they didn't know how to walk.
I would never let myself look like that. You
No.
kidding me?
That's terrible.
That's disgusting.
yeah. That's
They're so fat they needed wheelchairs.
yeah. Didn't know how to walk.
Hover chairs.
Whatever you want to
hover
call it.
chairs,
They literally
weird chairs in space.
they didn't work. They all just lived on a ship in
Sound-
space.
Yeah. No thanks.
It's the life if you weren't fat.
Yeah. Because
Right.
I don't even think they could have kids. How do they have kids?
How does that? Yeah.
There
How
were
does,
babies in it. I always was confused by that.
How do they fit?
Like, where did the babies come from?
You know what I mean? Like you have to somehow.
yeah,
First of all, if you don't have strength to walk, how do you have strength to move around? Is it like
well, yeah. So maybe it's like surrogacy, maybe,
what's that?
except without like the surrogacy
I
part.
would say it would be more like artificial.
Yeah, they just like genetically created the child.
Honestly, maybe they steal the
They took
sperm.
the stuff
That's what I'm
of
saying.
The guy and the girl, and
They
stuck
made
in
it.
a thing,
That's
and then
that's what I meant. Because
so they basically have like eggs.
yeah, because they're definitely not.
Ouch.
They're definitely not having sex.
But
There's no
still
way.
babies there.
Huh?
In the movies, there's babies.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way they were actually. There's no way.
No.
You can't even. You don't know how to walk.
Yeah, you can't move those hips.
Not at all, man. You don't have hips.
No, your hips are the wheelchair,
Right.
the hover
exactly.
chair.
Body's just
Maybe they just have like the wheelchair.
Maybe they have a machine
boop,
that like
zoop, zoop,
you
zoop,
get
zoop,
put into it
zoop,
and like it does
zoop,
it for
zoop,
you.
zoop, zoop, zoop.
And you can control the speed with like a remote.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a deep.
Next fact.
Fact number 7. Belle is the only Disney princess with hazel eyes.
I thought you were about to say that likes to read.
I think she's the only one too. Well, no, Cinderella.
Likes reading books.
Who?
Oh yeah.
In Frozen, remember I've read all.
Anna.
The books and- Is it Anna? I don't know.
Did you say Anna?
It's spelled Anna.
I don't know.
It is spelled Anna,
It's been
but
a
it's
long time
pronounced
since I've seen the movie.
Anya.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Come on, let's go and play.
I never see you anymore.
Come out the door.
It's like you gone away.
We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why. Do you wanna?
Fact number 8,
Fact number 8.
by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
Mm.
we know Miss Prince Charming,
Yeah.
we never actually found out the real name of the prince character in Cinderella.
Really? That's crazy.
Since Shrek, they only ever called.
It's from the internet. It has to be true.
Oh, everything from the internet
So-
is true. Yeah,
Wow.
that's weird.
So he's just known as Prince Charming.
Yeah,
Man,
I think, like
that's a
you
pretty
said,
good
in
name.
Shrek, he is just charming, isn't he?
I feel like that is animosity towards men, and we shouldn't stand for that.
Yeah, we should stand
Name
up.
Names,
Yeah.
okay?
I
men,
agree.
Men matter too.
Men matter.
I
Shout out to
agree
Johnny
with
Depp.
Nate. Who's that?
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I've heard this man forever now. I'm tired of.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Depp herd. I'm so glad it's over.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm so,
It was taking too long.
I just kept seeing highlights. It's just like
Nobody
everyone,
cared,
everyone
right.
knew from day one. I was like, we know how this is gonna go.
Right. Like, come on.
I didn't need to see anything else.
No, we didn't need to know that. Final fact for you guys. The
Yeah.
queen in Sleeping Beauty is never given a name either. So,
She's just the evil queen.
yeah, she's just the evil queen.
Her first name is Evo.
Yep, her last name is Queen.
Dang.
Yas.
Yes, Queen Slay. Slay.
All right.
Happy
Well,
June.
Happy June.
Happy June.
Happy June. We actually learned why July and August have 31 days.
Yeah.
They took days from February. I'm just going to let you guys just sit on that.
Yeah, February is the most
Useless.
useless month.
I hate it.
in the world.
My dad's birthday's in February though. That's the only good day.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day sucks. Every other day, mediocre.
Just mediocre.
Hmm? It's also the middle of winter. It sucks as a month.
Yeah.
I hate it. But
But guys, that was your Disney facts.
that was your Disney
your
facts.
random facts.
Random
Hey,
facts.
by the way, we're gonna keep this up, and
Mhm.
I got I'm getting my iPad fixed. I think I've mentioned that before.
You have.
When I get that fixed,
Mhm.
we have a special episode we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
With
Won't
it.
want to miss it. And we'll
Um,
have a guest soon too.
and we are gonna have a guest soon,
Yes, sir. We won't tell you who it is.
and it's gonna be another girl. So
I think this will be the closest I've ever been to a girl since the last time.
I know, right? Women don't usually talk.
we
to
usually
us.
repel women.
I'm a professional women repeller.
Yes, sir. Professional women repellent.
I say hi, my name is, and they're just gone.
Yep.
Can't even finish your name.
It's just over. It's like, yeah, it's quite impressive actually. It really is.
Yeah, me too. I like shock myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
It's actually become quite a good skill.
Almost,
really, yeah,
right.
like a really good.
When you find your wife though, you'll be ready. You know what I mean? You won't even have to worry. You'll be like, babe, don't even worry about it. Watch.
Wow.
I'm Josh. And then they'll just like run away. They'll like
Yeah.
pretend to vomit.
Yeah.
Or vom, as we've heard before. Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. I want to throw up just saying that.
I know.
I can't physically make myself throw up, but I want to.
You know, it's like the whitest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
Mm-mm.
It's not a good compliment.
No. You know who you are. Hi. With that being said, this is Jordan speaking. And until we meet again, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Josh.
Here with Nate, the producer. And this is the Off-Brand Promised Land. Boom!